Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this week's episode of On the Couch. I'm Truman Steffen.
And I'm Xavier Melendez. Today we have Matthew Milroy and Jake Wininski from the Rowan Skateboarding Club. How are you guys doing today? How are you guys feeling?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you, Jake?
Not bad at all.
We're chilling.
Good to hear, good to
Cool.
hear.
So why don't we get started, and why don't you just tell us about Rowan Skateboarding Club and what it's all about?
Okay, so I'll start off, and then if Jake wants to add anything. So this club has been established for a long time. We were not the people who made it. The reason a lot of people haven't heard of it or think it's new is because it's been inactive for about 4 years, give or take. After COVID, the people who were running it, they graduated, and it just kind of fell off. Nobody really stood up and became president for a while, and the park just continued to deteriorate, and we were getting no funding. So when I came here on campus, I went to the club fair, and I noticed that there was no table for the skateboarding club. I reached out, and then I just became the president, and we've been running since then. And anybody can join. You don't have to skate. We have photographers, people who video, graphic designers. As long as you do something that relates to skating, we're more than welcome to have you join the club.
Wow, that is a huge undertaking. You as a freshman becoming the president of the club. I saw that before the show, and I went, oh my God, how did this happen? So
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of
It's a
work,
lot.
but I love it. It's really fun.
yeah, well, I sure hope you love it, because now you're the president.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's, yeah, wow. Again, kudos to you for doing that.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Really impressive that you literally just came in and was like, there's no table for this, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, yeah.
And now, I guess my next question would be when was this established and how are things going so far?
So it took a lot of emailing and permissions. Obviously, running a club is not something that just happens overnight. From the time between my first email and actually becoming the president, that was probably a 2 to 3 week process. And we had our first interest meeting probably, I think it was October 18th. And we had about 16 to 20 people show up to that. So that was kind of the start of the club. We still haven't had set meetings occur yet. We've been kind of trying to figure things out, especially with the weather. It's been difficult. But we're hoping next week to have our first meeting, and then from then on Thursdays we'll have set meetings going on.
Oh, nice.
That's
Cool,
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully people can pop out to that if you're on Rowan campus. Yeah, no, that sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Jake, what's your e-board position? And, what do you like the most about skateboarding?
Yeah, so I jumped on as the treasurer, not even for any specific reason, just to help out. And we've been working on things over the last couple of weeks. And then skateboarding, I do it around campus just as a means to get around. Turn a 15-minute walk into a 5-minute skate. And it's kind of a fun little hobby to always be progressing on, so it gives me something to do. But yeah, I picked it up over the summer. I've really been liking it.
Nice, nice. That's cool. You do a bunch of tricks, or?
Not a bunch, but a couple are coming in. But I've only been practicing for about a month or so. So
Cool, cool. You'll get better over time.
absolutely,
You'll be a champ. I better
That's the
see you
goal.
at pro skating.
that's the goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Tony Hawk of this generation. That's what Jake's going to be.
It's coming.
The Tony Hawk of
Dude,
this
just wait.
generation.
Yeah.
We can dream.
We have big dreams. You gotta let him cook.
Always.
Let him cook.
Let him cook. So how did you guys meet in the first place to even start to talk about this club and get it out there?
Yeah, of course. So when things first started out, I didn't know many people on campus. I'm from about an hour away here, so I really didn't know anybody else besides my roommate. So I was doing everything on my own. Setting up that initial interest meeting was completely just me emailing. And then at that interest meeting, I met Jake, and I met a couple other people who were interested in joining the e-board. And for sport clubs, you have to join mandatory trainings for all the e-board members once a month in order to stay active as a club. And that happened, our interest meeting was the day before that practice. So I got to the meeting, we formed an e-board, Jake kind of took up the position, and the next day we were already at trainings trying to keep the club active. So it was a big undertaking, and they kind of just right in the moment agreed to it, and since then we've just kept it rolling. But I met everyone through the club just at that meeting. Before then, it was just me.
Cool. Wow.
That's crazy. From president from knowing nobody to having one meeting, and now you know a bunch of people. You know Jake. You have a lot of people that are interested in skating. People helping out with the club, arranging meetings. So that's very cool.
Definitely, and I think the main reason why people skate and why I think skating is so important is the community it provides. It doesn't matter how good you are or what kind of person you are. You can skate and you'll have a community of people that will be there for you, and it's just such an awesome thing to do.
Yeah. Well, you know, Matt, I'm a little worried because I don't know how to skate. And if I
Same.
joined the club, would you be able to help beginner skaters learn how to skateboard and all that?
Of course. So since we've been new, it's been kind of difficult. We're still trying to figure out the nuts and bolts of everything that we want to do. But one of the biggest things on our agenda is holding workshops once in a while to teach people how to skate. Our goal eventually down the line is to provide boards too. So even if you don't have a board yet or you don't want to make that price commitment before you try it, anybody can just come ride around for a bit and see if they like it. So we definitely accept all ranges of people who skate. You don't have to be super deep into it to join.
You provide skateboards or like
So
to
this is
try?
just an idea. It's not,
Oh, okay.
this is in the
Okay.
future, but we definitely, one of the things we do want to start having are workshops for people who don't skate to be able to try it. That's definitely
Okay.
one big thing on our agenda. It hasn't happened yet, but even if you want to show up to one of the meetings, I'm sure people will let you ride their board. Everyone's super nice and chill. You can always show up and just talk. You don't have to have a skateboard to come to the meetings. Even if you just want to watch, it's completely fine to be a beginner.
Okay, yeah, so you would just, all right, we just have to stay tuned for the workshops, I guess, then.
Yeah,
Hopefully-
stay posted.
We'll stay posted. We'll
Yeah,
stay
definitely
posted.
stay posted. And like that's cool because I have a board at my dorm, but like I don't know how to ride it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just sitting there, and I've been meaning to like learn, but like I just don't have the time.
Yeah, I get it. It's hard to balance things.
Yeah, and like when you have like just at meetings and stuff, I would like to come every once in a while. And like speaking of like me, because I would like, for me, I would just learn how to skate, because that'd be just fun and a good transportation around campus. But like, what do you hope other people would get out of the club or just attending the club in general?
Of course. So obviously, it's skateboarding club, learning how to skate. I think the best ways to improve with skating is to be with other people, watching people who are better than you, having those people give you tips. It's the only way really I've been able to improve significantly. It helps you out a lot. And I just believe skating is a lot more than just the sport. You're able to meet so many people, and there's so many other nuts and bolts that go into skating. There's photographers, videographers, people who do graphic design for clothing and stuff like that. We just want to get everybody involved, and I think joining our club or just skating in general is a great way to kind of find your community and get involved and meet people.
Yeah,
I agree.
nice.
It is really awesome. Is there anything else that you want people to know about the skate club?
Yeah, just some general information that I haven't really gotten around to. We are meeting 4:30s on Thursday at the courts. I'm sure people have kind of passed them. They're right by the soccer field. It looks like a skate park, but everything's movable, so it's a little bit different. Yeah, again, you can show up. You don't have to be a professional. And we also have a big event coming up November 18th. We're going to have 3 bands performing, and we're going to have a trick contest with prizes. So if you want to come out, again, you don't even have to skate. If you just want to listen to music and watch, anyone is welcome.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Is the event on November 18th going to be held like during the general meetings that you guys have? or-
Yes, so I'm sorry, I completely forgot to mention the time. It is 12 to 4. The music is going to start at 1, and the trick contest is at 2. And if that's hard to remember, we'll have a flyer coming out soon, so all the information will be on there.
Perfect. Guys, stay posted on that.
Really stay
Do you
posted.
have an Instagram that we can like?
Yeah, so on
Shout it
Instagram,
out.
we have Rowan Skateboarding Club. That is our main Instagram. The profile picture is the Rowan Skating logo. There's a few ones from the past, so just make sure you're following that one. Right now, the only post is the interest meeting one, so you'll know you have the right one. And all the information will be posted through there, and also just through the prof link if you want to join that as well.
Cool.
Yeah, that
Oh.
is awesome.
Thank you, guys. Well, guys, don't go away because we're going to be back with our interactive segment with the skating club. So
Of course.
we'll take a quick break, but don't go away.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to On the Couch, guys. We're still here. Who do we have with us?
So we're still here with Matt and Jake, and we have now Jay, social media manager of the skateboarding club, and they're gonna teach us how to at least skate somewhat good today. You guys good teachers or anything?
I've taught a little bit in my day. I'm not really a professional, but I can try. I think you guys will have fun. Truman will survive, hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know how to skate at all, guys. Don't do this at home, or you could just practice though, but I might be falling on my behind. So,
I know a little bit. I just know how to traverse with a longboard. They actually know how to do tricks and stuff, so we're gonna learn a little bit today.
so Matt, why don't you teach me the basics of how to ride a skateboard?
Okay, so there's one main big difference between different skaters is what foot you put forward. So I guess a easy way to figure it out is if there was a patch of ice here, and you were gonna slide on it, what foot would you naturally kind of go forward with? Do you think?
I'd be going forward with the what is it? I'd be like pushing off with my right foot.
Okay, so your left foot would be leading.
Yes.
Okay, that's how I
Yeah.
skate too.
Okay.
There's two. Some people skate with their right foot forward, and some people skate with their left foot forward. It's different for everybody.
Okay.
So, what I would start off with doing, it's gonna feel super weird. When you step on your board, never step back foot on first. Always step with your front foot on first. So if I was stepping on my board now, I wouldn't do that. You put this foot on first. Where you see the bolts, I would say that's a good safe place to put your feet at.
Okay.
Not too far back, not too far forward. Step one foot on those bolts, and then here, and you're standing on a board. So just try that first.
Okay.
See how it feels, and if you feel comfortable, we can try rolling. But just be careful. You're on a skateboard.
It's happening, gang. Oh God.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
it feels really weird.
Oh yeah, it does.
It's
Oh my
wobbling
gosh.
a little bit. Do you need me to hold this?
No, we're good. We're balling. We're balling, guys. All right, hold on. Let me try again. All right, we got leading
it, bro.
foot forward, and then this foot, and then we're going.
He's going.
Okay, we got this part,
So
man.
you're standing on a skateboard.
We're standing on a skateboard.
So-
how do I go now?
Yeah, so you're gonna wanna push. And the way to do that is you don't wanna step your front foot off. Your front foot should always be staying on the board when you're pushing. Your
Okay.
back foot, you wanna put this forward. So if I was standing on a skateboard, you wanna point this foot like that, perfect.
Okay.
And then you can take off your foot, be careful since you're new, and push, and then you gotta put your foot back on the board once you're moving.
Okay.
So try
Simple
very small
enough.
pushes first.
All
and
right,
then
let's
once
try.
you get comfortable, you can try going a little faster. There you go. And if it's easier to balance, you can put your foot back to being sideways. Like
Oh, we're already getting this. This was a lot faster than I thought. Oh my God. All right, now let's bring it back. Oh, okay. Oh no. Okay. All right, I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back.
Yo, get back. Can we move them?
Oh my God.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh,
we
and
take
we
those.
flop.
We take those.
Yeah, that
We
was
take
good,
those. That was a semi-dub.
So,
That's-
you're rolling. That's actually the fastest I've seen someone learn how to roll. Honestly, like I'm surprised. I don't know if you guys. That was pretty quick to be rolling.
Yeah,
around.
I took a while to even like started like getting
Yeah,
control.
It's hard.
Okay, so you know what? I did say I wanted to learn a trick off camera, but I'm gonna make it clear. I want to learn a trick, guys. So Matt or anyone, teach me how to do a trick. What trick are we
I'm really
learning
trying to
today?
You can learn primo. That's like super
What,
easy.
like show, give an example.
Yeah, like literally. Hold on, hold on.
I don't even know any of these like freestyle tricks.
This is not even like. This isn't a like.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
That's a good.
Wait,
that's
I'm
a-
serious. Okay.
Are you kidding? I'm not going for it.
Like that.
Do that. Please. So
Okay.
you start off with your
Like
toes
you
on
don't
the
have
board.
to flip or
So,
nothing.
like, do you want to see? You got it? You want to try it?
Is it?
And then you just jump forward onto it. Be,
Oh,
be
God.
careful.
Yeah, be careful. Make sure your feet are like centered on. Like yeah.
Yeah, like make sure your feet just go forward. Don't.
So I just jump up and then.
Yeah. If you want to try just flipping it first to see how
To
it
see
feels
how
and
it-
don't
yeah.
land on it, and then you can try to land on it. Look, and then you just
Oh,
jump
But
on
okay.
make sure you jump
Yeah, that's
fully
not-
forward, or your feet will like end up back here. So just make sure you're literally taking a jump like forward.
Yep.
Like a jump forward.
Just
Okay.
commit to it.
All right, we're committing.
Oh!
Oh, look at us go, gang! Oh my God!
Truman the skater over here.
I'm gonna try it one more time.
Shredding through.
We gotta prove that I did it, guys. For everyone watching on the couch, I'm Truman Steffen. we did not do that time.
Keep that,
We-
that one in.
Yo, you
We tried. You know what? I'm not. All right, one more time. One more time. I gotta do it for the viewers at home.
You landed when it was still
Gotta do it for the
halfway.
viewers.
You got it. You got it, Truman.
Every viewer for On the Couch, I'm Truman Steffen, and we're gonna do this trick.
Oh!
It's close to.
It counts. It counts.
Does it count?
You
Does it
landed
count, Matt?
Listen, you landed on it. You didn't step off till after, so I would say that's a mostly made it.
That's a dub. That's a
I
dub.
would
for
say
It
Truman.
counts.
You're a beginner. You did more than I did on my first day. So
Let's go.
I
Let's
think
go.
you're a pro.
Well, all right, cool. Matt, Jake, thank you for joining us on the
Thanks
Couch.
for having us. We really appreciate it.
Of course, guys. Don't go anywhere because we'll be right back. And stay tuned.
For Hot Topics.
Welcome back to On the Couch. This part of the show is called Hot Topics, and we're going to be talking about what's hot and what's not in pop culture. Xavier, why don't you start us today?
I'd love to. So there's this new cartoon that just came out. Well, not recently, but early October 13th to be exact. This show called The Amazing Digital Circus, and it's been popping off literally in popularity. People are loving it. Essentially, it's a woman gets trapped in a crazy virtual world along with 5 other humans, and they're just trapped in there. And their avatars are circus people, and they're just stuck there. And it's really interesting and crazy to think how are they just out in the outside world? Are they just stuck there just on with the headset on?
They're just sitting there brain dead, and they're just like,
yeah, they're just sitting there oh, and it's so crazy. And the first pilot episode was on the 13th, and for the first week or two, people were eh, but the episode just kept coming out, and now it's it's 94% positive. It's so crazy to think about. And keep in mind, for audience at home, this is not a family-friendly show. It is not family-friendly, but nonetheless, this cartoon has just been growing in popularity, and people are loving it. I've seen it myself because I was like, what is this? And I like it. It's very interesting. Again, not family-friendly, but I like it. It's great. I don't know if you've heard of it or seen it, but
No. I have not heard of this show. It sounds interesting though. How many episodes are there? Do you know?
right now there's 5 to 6, maybe 6 or 7. But if you get the chance, you probably should. I recommend.
Okay. Yeah. I'll watch it at some point. It's good to see. So, not family friendly. Not family friendly.
Yeah, not family friendly.
Does it air on Adult Swim then?
No, it's a YouTube cartoon, but people didn't even know that until they started watching it.
Interesting.
Because it's just that big.
Yeah. Well, I guess it was that small, and then it became that big. Because I didn't know about that. Adult cartoons are interesting. You gotta. I guess Family Guy is considered an adult cartoon.
American
I never
Dad.
knew how American. Good morning. No. I don't know. I don't know how we got on this conversation. Yeah. No. It's interesting to see new people in the animation industry try something new and original, and to try to push that cartoons aren't just for kids, guys. They are not just for kids.
It's great. So Truman, I talked enough. What's your hot topic that you want to talk about today?
Oh, my hot topic. It's actually part 2 of last week. Last week I talked a little bit about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which released October 27th, and so far has earned $480 million in the box office and earned $132 million globally. All right, that is well surpassing how much the budget for the movie to make was, which was around $20 million. So how was the movie? It was bad. It was bad. It was not good. I have more than a couple of complaints for this film.
You can go off. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna pop off real quick.
Let him cook.
So, the plot wasn't really that good. The plot was a little bit incohesive. It was kind of set up. It reminded me of how the games are set up, where it's very cryptic, and then it ends being more cryptic. Problem with a movie is that if it ends cryptic a little bit, you're like, well, is there going to be a sequel? Which there should not be a sequel for this movie. No way. There should not be a sequel for this film.
I do understand that in a way. And I've also seen it, and I do get where you're coming from. It's labeled as a horror or thriller. Not really. Me personally, I didn't get jump scared or tense once. And I will say though, even though the plot is not the greatest, it's not a horror, it's more goofy than anything. But the way the animatronics look and the special effects and just the look of it is great. The execution of the plot and story, it could have been done better.
It definitely could have been a lot better. And actually, that's another one of my points. It played it way too safe. because Scott Cawthon knows his fan base, and they're a bunch of 12-year-olds guys. They are a bunch of, actually, when I was in the theater, right, whenever an animatronic came on screen, right, it was a bunch of 12-year-olds behind me, like screaming, "Yeah, Foxy, whore, whore, whore," and I was like, okay, man. It was single-handedly the best and worst viewing experience of my life. But that's like over half the fan base right there, like 12 to 13-year-olds. So they couldn't really go rated R with it and make it really not over the top gory, but just a little more gory, because they had that one scene that was like, okay, a little gory. Also, I should probably put in spoiler warning. I will be spoiling a little bit, but I don't know, like there was like a scene where like these people were breaking in to like ruin the guy's job, and I guess they end up getting killed, but none of the kills were too flashy except the one, and it was like, whoa, it caught me off guard even. But that's the problem, because it should be leaning towards the rated R, but its fan base is PG-13 at most. So when like, and also, I would have been fine if it really was a little more goofy. I would have been fine with that. But the movie took itself a little too seriously, to the point where there was a line. There was a line that Mike Schmidt, one of the characters, right? He was like, "Oh, so it's ghosts possessing these animatronics." I go, how are you just? Because he just straight up just said it, like. No reaction out of him. He was just like, so it's animatronic, or it's ghosts haunting these animatronics. There was no emotion. I'm like, what? Like, there was nothing.
Definitely the actor that played Mike Schmidt, the main guy that's throughout the movie, could have showed a little bit more emotion. Like, obviously not over the top, because at the end of the day, it's Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, but like, going back to what you said about the PG thing, if they took it rated R, I feel like it would have been good, an actual good horror.
Would have been a lot better.
Yeah,
it
but
would have been a lot better. At least I think.
Yeah, I do understand like Scott Cawthon, like the film studio, directing towards their audience to make more money, because at the end of the day, $20 million for a movie, pretty good chunk of change, pretty big chunk of change. So obviously you want that revenue back. So they're like, oh, most of our audience is like 12 or younger, like 15 or younger. We have to target towards them.
Yeah.
But like, I really wish they like did two cuts. Like one was PG-13 and one was rated R. So at least like people can have those opinions about one and the other. Because I feel like if they went rated R, it would have been so much more awesome. They could do so much more with that.
It would have been.
Like the Bite at 87, they could actually do that in the movie.
The Bite of 87, guys.
Ooh. Halloween just ended, but ooh.
Also, another thing, I was really excited for Matthew Lillard to like be in the movie. He was on screen for about like 10, 15 minutes. Like
I also saw I saw the trailer, and I saw Corey Kenshin was in the movie, a YouTuber, I think 12 million, 15 million subscribers. He was in the movie, and I was really excited to see him. 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh, less than. No, he was.
It was like less than
2 to 5 minutes, right?
Yeah,
there.
and I was like, bro, he could have been a really good. He did good in the movie.
I think he did
for
good.
like 2 or 3 lines. He did good, but I feel like he just could have done more.
Yeah.
Especially because Corey Kenshin, like, come on.
Also, no Markiplier.
True.
No Markiplier.
No Markiplier.
Like,
I was surprised that there was no Markiplier. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
They put Corey before Markiplier. No disrespect to Corey, but Markiplier was like one of the first guys to even play FNAF and get it up and running in the YouTube charts in the first place.
Yeah.
So that's crazy that there's no Markiplier. I don't know if he was doing his own thing and just was busy, or he just didn't get casted. But like, it's kind of crazy no Markiplier.
It is. It is. And I mean, speaking of which, if you guys like my movie reviews, please like my movie reviews, guys. I have a Letterboxd for a few of you who know what that is. It is a movie reviewing site. My profile is Truist with a capital T. So if you want to look at more of my reviews on movies, definitely check that out. I got some pretty sick movies reviewed. We don't talk about when I reviewed Magic Mike XL. But definitely, yeah, definitely check that out, guys. And yeah, cool. So that's all we have for you today. Sorry, I'm Truman Steffen.
And I'm Xavier Melendez. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time on the couch.